You're tuned in to Oilers Nation Every Day with Tyler Yaremchuk, live every weekday on the Nation Network YouTube.
Oh, it's not just any game day. It's a Sherwood Ford Giant playoff game day. Let's go. Get into it. The lead, Aaron. There's only one thing to call the lead today. It's playoff time, baby. Game 1, Oilers Kings tonight at 8 o'clock, and we are live at Sherwood Ford, the Giant. Cool Mustang behind us. Liam might drive it right out.
Yeah, I believe I've got a deal with them to take this one straight to my home.
Paperwork's coming by the end of the show.
Yeah, it's on the
windshield.
windshield.
Bronco behind us as well. The Nation truck within eyesight out in the parking lot, and we are ready to go for playoff time. And I know you are too. It's Oilers Nation Every Day, live on the Oilers Nation at YouTube, where Guitar Maniacs has the first comment of the day. He says he's been pacing since 4 a.m. He's so anxious. Then in all caps, destroy LA. Oilers in 5. Oilers in 4, Oilers in 5, Oilers in 6. Those are kind of the common predictions we're getting, not just from you, the diehards in the chat, but experts everywhere seem to be picking the Oilers to wrap this series up in relatively short order. And damn it, Liam, that makes me nervous.
I know. I thought about this too. It's nice to see us get some credibility around the hockey world and to be like going a distance for a lot of people. But I also remember seeing like a ton of other teams in years past do that and then not go that far. But hey, last year the best team in the NHL in the Colorado Avalanche won the whole thing. So it is not something that's unfamiliar to if it's good teams to go far, obviously.
Yeah, like that's actually a great point. And I said that yesterday. I was chatting with my brother-in-law. I was like, man, doesn't it make you nervous that like not everyone, but like a lot of people, the Oilers are the sexy playoff pick this year. Yeah. The Oilers are the sexy pick to win the whole damn thing this year. And it's a comment to how dominant McDavid was, how dominant Draisaitl was, how Stuart Skinner's looked, how they looked in the playoffs last year as well. This isn't a team that's green when it comes to playoff experience. This is the group that went to the Final Four last year.
Yep.
They were one of the last teams standing in the NHL, so it's natural to think that the next step in their progression is to go all the way this year. I get it. And like I said, I was talking to my brother-in-law, and I was like, every year, it feels like one of these sexy picks falters early. And he made the point you just did. He said, hey, Colorado won it last year. Yeah. It was Tampa the year before that. Like, there is something to believing in the Oilers going on a really deep run this season. Less, though, he's kind of maybe more along the lines of what I'm saying, which is he's keeping a lid on his expectations. He has faith in the Oil, so not overly concerned about them right now. Yeah, it's more hoping Tampa beats Toronto tomorrow. And yeah, okay, sure, absolutely. These next 2 weeks in general are the absolute best. Basically 4 playoff games a night.
Yeah.
The NHL, they staggered the start times.
Wow, that is big.
5 o'clock, 5:30, 7:30, 8 o'clock are puck drops tonight, which means during intermissions, you could be able to flip back and forth. You can watch hockey 5 hours straight pretty much every day this week, and it's the best kind of hockey. It's playoff hockey. It's intense. Yep. The action's crazy. The emotions are high. It's going to be a really, really fun week, not just here in Edmonton, not just here at Sherwood Ford the Giant, but around the hockey world as well. What other series outside? Les says he's excited for Tampa, Toronto. Outside of Edmonton, LA, which series has you jacked up?
Well, you know, I'm really excited for the Devils-Rangers series. I think that one is going to be awesome. But one that intrigued me a little bit this morning was the fact that, like, Boston now have this bug going through the dressing room.
Interesting.
And there's, like, Patrice Bergeron's got it. Olmark, the coach. I think there's, like, 2 other guys who are all, like, game-time decisions. So how does this affect that series? I wasn't really, like, that excited for it going in. But that's very intriguing to see what's going to happen in Boston. But I guess in the West, like, I think the Winnipeg-Vegas series is going to be very, very good. Because if Winnipeg can figure out how to get their offense really flowing at a high beat again, that team's got some dangerous, dangerous players. Kyle Connor, Ehlers, as much as I hate him, Mark Scheifele is obviously a really good hockey player too. And then Connor Hellebuck, the biggest factor. But yeah, for me, the Vegas Golden Knights too, like, I think they might be the hardest team in the NHL to really get a read on what they are, because they have so many obstacles that come their way, and like goaltending. Mark Stone's been out for so long. I think Shea Theodore missed some time too, right?
Yep.
But here they are, the #1 team in the Western Conference, and a lot of people have them bowing out in the first round of Winnipeg. I just think there's a lot of intrigue in that series.
I have them bowing out to Winnipeg in the first round. 6 games. I don't even have it going 7, Liam.
I think I might have that too.
Yeah.
The more I thought about it.
I got Edmonton, I got Winnipeg, I got Colorado in relatively short order taking care of the Kraken, and I had Dallas beating Minnesota in 7. That's how my That's how my West bracket kind
Ooh.
of shapes up.
I did this last night. So I had Winnipeg going through. I think I did 6. Oilers in 5. I've changed my mind. Colorado. Then I actually had Minnesota in 7.
Oh, really?
So I don't
scoring depth.
There's just something about them. I feel like Minnesota is that one great team every year that just can't get over the first round hurdle.
Who
And
do
then
they start
get
in
through.
net game 1?
I think they'll start Fleury.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, man. That's one of the things I'm watching. Yeah, look at that. Aaron flashed up my whole bracket here. Yes, I know. Okay, so I did this for Daily Faceoff. And when we did it, if you listen to the DFO rundown from today, Frank and Jason each gave their bracket picks, and they both picked the Oilers. And I didn't want to be that guy doing the Daily Faceoff stuff where I'm supposed to be like impartial. I didn't want to be that guy who was like, Oilers as well. So I tried to go a bit of a different direction, and this was actually my preseason pick as well.
That's
I
true.
had the Rangers beating the Oilers, so I stuck with it. But, I mean, come on. If you watch this show, if you've been in for the 170-plus episodes of this bad boy that we've done already this year, you know where my loyalties really lie.
Loyalty.
There you go. Someone has the loyalty flag up there, too. That's cool.
It is funny, though, that we had to flash up this graphic, and this was the one you went with.
I know. As soon as I saw that Aaron had it, like, in the preview window, I was like, damn it. I'm going to have to out myself here to everyone. But let's zero in on Oilers and Kings tonight, because this is the one, man. The Oilers haven't won game 1 of a series since 2006 against the Anaheim Ducks. They lost game 1 to Carolina. In 2017, it was losses to the Ducks and Sharks in game series, and last year they lost game 1 in all 3. 6 straight game 1 losses, but I'm here to tell you they are bucking that trend tonight, and all the arrows point towards an Oilers victory in this one. This team's won 9 games in a row. They beat the LA Kings twice down the stretch, and LA is just crawling. I won't even say limping, although that is another storyline. We'll talk about it, Liam. Don't worry.
Some are limping.
But the Kings they crawled to the end of the season here. They don't have a lot going their way. 5-5 in their last 10 heading down the stretch. This is a beyond winnable game for the Oilers. The season series was 2-2. The Oilers finish higher in the standings. The Oilers are better at scoring. The difference in goals against, it's slim. The Oilers' power play was the best power play in NHL history, people.
Yeah.
They are clearly the better team. Rogers Place will be rocking, and I know Rogers Place was rocking last year in game 1, and they still lost, but the feeling this year is just a little bit different, Liam.
Yeah, I feel like it's a calmer feeling is a good way to put it. Like last year, going into the playoffs, obviously everyone was hyped. It felt like the first time this team had really had a good team under McDavid, right? Whereas like they could do some damage, and evidently they did, and now we've gone through that run already. We're all experienced. We're all veterans in this. We've got our playoff games under our belts. And now here we are heading into game 1 against the LA Kings as we did last year. And I'm ready, and I'm feeling extremely confident in what this team is capable of doing. And I think when we look at the head-to-head numbers too later on, like they're a little bit skewed because of the way the Oilers played the first 2 games against LA. But as we all know, that second game against LA is when the Oilers turned it all around and everything kind of started going in their favor. And you said 9 wins in a row. It's wins in 14 of 15, points in 15 straight. Like they just know how to win. They've learned the skill of winning.
100%. You want your first piece of bulletin board material from this series, Liam?
Here we go.
Ryan Rishaug tweeted, quote, "If we get a chance to smack him, we're gonna try do that." Drew Doughty on McDavid after his hit on Anderson last game. Doughty went on to add, "They won't forget it, but also that they're not going to take a bunch of dumb penalties either." Cue up the clip of Drew Doughty falling down the last time McDavid came down the ice one-on-one against him. But we're going to get a lot of that. They're going to play McDavid hard. They're going to, listen, they're not going to try to hurt anyone, although last year Mikey Anderson would maybe lead you to believe differently. But, they're not going to run out there intentionally trying to hurt Connor McDavid, but they're going to take their shots at him. That should be fully expected. We'd be saying the same thing if there was a Connor McDavid on the LA Kings. There's not, by the way.
Yeah, you've got to, even without that hit on Mike Anderson, like I get it. Like Mike Anderson got hurt from that play. It's understandable that the Kings want to respond to it, but regardless of that, like you should want to get under McDavid's skin as much as you can. And if you're aggravating him and just kind of running around after him, then sure, that's what you want to do. But also, if you're doing that, McDavid's going to draw penalties against you if you want to or not. Like eventually the refs are going to just call a penalty on you. Like it is what it is, but I would expect nothing else from the Rat Kings, to be honest.
Yep. Team full of rats. Jamie's in. Jamie said they got tickets to Game 4 in LA. Jamie, I will
Enjoy.
see you there. Jamie said, got to be aggressive, but can't take any dumb penalties. I think that's it. Like, there's a line to walk in the playoffs. If this becomes a parade to the penalty boxes, that works in the Oilers' favor. If LA wants to give them 4 or 5 power plays a game for this entire series, they won't even make it back to Edmonton for Game 5 because the Oilers' power play is that good. You take a look at last year, the Oilers' power play hummed along at almost 37% in this series. If the Kings give them 3 chances a game, they're basically giving up 1 goal right there. They're just gifting it up, putting a nice bow on it, sliding it across and saying, here, Connor McDavid, there's 1 tonight. And if you give Connor McDavid 1, he's probably not going to stop just there either. So, yeah, chat's nice and fired up. Lance is in and says, the LA Kings strategy, check notes, hit the Oilers stars. Makes sense. Yeah, right? Like, it's the least, it's going to make its rounds now. It'll be the headline quote. Everyone's going to run it. It'll lead the broadcast tonight. Fine. You can have that little weird victory if you're Drew Doughty. If your strategy is we're going to hit McDavid, he's probably going to make you look stupid more often than not.
Yeah, I mean, hey, go hit McDavid all you want. We have Leon Draisaitl, too, on this team, right? Nugent-Hopkins, who's a 100-point player. Zach Hyman's had a career year. Evander Kane, you may remember him, LA Kings fans, when he just showed off the 7 to you for $7 million on his contract. No, I'm kidding. But, yeah, like, no shit, Drew Doughty. Like, yeah, come on.
Come on. Come on.
What are you like most excited about in this series though? What do you as not like the off ice stuff? We obviously know the buzz, but like the on ice activity. What is something you're excited to watch?
There's like it's a long list. I mean, watching McDavid and Draisaitl score big goals is always going to be the highlight. I'm interested to see, who steps up for this team in the bottom 6. I think one of the key differences, and we'll get into a few others, one of the key differences between the Oilers this year to last year is how they score with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl off the ice, how they prevent offense with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl off the ice. There was a tweet going around from Wood Guy, who's a good follow if you like the analytics. The Oilers traditionally get outscored when McDavid and Draisaitl are off the ice. This year, they're scoring like 52, 54% of the goals when McDavid and Draisaitl are off the ice. They're outproducing the opposition when the big guns are gone. And that's going to be something that's it's massive for this team. It's my Sherwood Ford giant key to victory for the entire series is, listen, McDavid's going to get his, Draisaitl's going to get his. If you really want to make this a short series, if you want to ensure you're going on to round 2, McLeod, Fogle, Costin, Janmark, go down the list. Derek Ryan, those guys in the bottom 6, if 1 or 2 of them can have the series of their lives, this thing's done quick.
Yeah.
The bottom 6 production is a big, big key to victory for me. And I'm excited to see who really relishes this opportunity to answer your question.
Yeah, I'm with you on the bottom 6. I think it's everything. To this team. Obviously, we know what the top 6 is more than capable of doing. They do it every single night of the week and twice on Sundays. I think that's the saying. So anyway, but you see like Ryan McLeod, like if he gets his feet moving, but like that bottom 6, the 4th line tonight could be McLeod, Costin, and Derek Ryan. Do I think on a lot of NHL teams, that's probably a 3rd line? No?
I look at the Oilers as having 2 first lines and 2 third lines.
Yeah, it truly is. Like we talk about the Seattle Kraken having like 4 second lines, which is very good, but the Oilers' depth is right there with them. They have the goaltending to back it up. But I think one thing I'm really excited to see is just how the younger, tough guys handle the situation. Like Costin, Vinny Desharnais, like, what are you going to do tonight? Like, are you going to go out there and just try and be overly physical and draw some penalties? Or are you going to be smart with it? And, like, kind of the way they have been most of the season, like, not letting the moment get to them, I think is a big thing for me tonight. And I'm excited to see how they do it because I really do have those vibes of Zach Kassian from 2017 with Clem Shady. I think he's got it in him.
Rusty the Reckless Optimist is in and says, if you want to play a big, mean, physical game against Edmonton, bring it on. We can play any kind of game that you want to play. Matthias Ekholm, Vinny Desharnais. There are guys on that blue line now who are big and mean. Brett Kulak's a mean guy. Darnell Nurse is going to be healthy coming into the playoffs this year compared to last year. That's a mean dude. You look up front, Evander Kane. He's nasty, man. He isn't afraid to throw a stick somewhere where maybe he shouldn't. You look at Clem Costin in the bottom 6. When Warren Fogel's engaged physically, he can be a factor. This Oilers team is big and mean. They're not just all skill. Like, that's the headline. That's what people are going to talk about is how can the Kings slow down McDavid or Draisaitl? But take a look at the season series this year. It wasn't the McDavid and Draisaitl show in the 2 wins the Oilers got. It was defensive play. It was Stuart Skinner. It was physicality. That's how they beat him. If they want to play run and gun, let's play run and gun. Oilers will run them out of the building. If they want to slow it down and do their trap and not have a single guy go in on the forecheck because they're just hanging back, do it. You're just going to lose the game 2-1 instead of 5-2.
Yeah, you're right. I've loved the way the Oilers have been able to handle that trap the last couple of games, though. It is reassuring because we've had conversations early this season when the Oilers played the Philadelphia Flyers and Philadelphia put the trap on them and the Oilers couldn't score or do anything.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that they've been able to mature as a group and get through that obstacle, I guess is a good way to put it, and find the back of the net. But I think a good key too is you gotta get on Korpisalo early. Don't let him get in his rhythm. And I get it. He's doing very, very, very well this season. But we have put 5-6 goals past him when he was at Columbus too. So it's not like this guy's unbeatable.
Let's get more into those numbers, not just on the goaltending, but in the matchups in general. Let's take a look at some stats brought to you by Boston Pizza. Visit your local Boston Pizza and check out their Fanalytics menu, Liam.
Ooh.
Plenty of new reasons to go make BP's your spot.
I love BPs.
Me too. I'm a big BP's guy. Spend your playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics. Let's jump into some numbers. Skinner versus Korpisalo is your confirmed starting goaltender matchup tonight. Jonas Korpisalo, in his career against the Edmonton Oilers, 11 games, 358 goals against average, 893 save percentage. This season, in 3 games against the Oilers, he is 2-1, has a 925 save percentage, but the goals against average is 3.01. The Oilers throw a lot of rubber his way, and they've shown they can beat him. Like, this is a guy who has good numbers. He's having a great year. He's had good playoff runs in the past. But the Oilers can get to Korpisalo. He doesn't scare me in the way that a Saros or a Hellebuck or an Ottinger or some of those guys would.
Yeah. He's not an elite goaltender. He's a very good goaltender, and I want to make sure that's out there. You got to respect what he's capable of. But, yeah, and I think the Oilers' offense shouldn't be, frankly, scared of anybody. There's goalies that can get intimidated, like you just said, like the Hellebucks, Ottingers of the world. But let's not overhype what Korpisalo is. Last season, this guy was one of the worst goaltenders in the NHL. Not Ottawa.
No one wanted him.
No,
Columbus offered him up for free at the deadline.
Yeah.
And everyone passed.
Yes, and here we are now. He has made the LA Kings better. There is no denying that. But I think the Oilers are more than capable of putting a few past him and knock his confidence down for a couple of games too, I think. Just let him have it, boys.
100%. D says, for those of you going to the game tonight, have fun, drink responsibly. Yes, don't be afraid to mix in a water throughout the evening as well. Poppy says, Korpisalo is a pirate rat. Okay, sure, 100%. I like that nickname. Some other numbers that I wanted to run past for our friends at Boston Pizza. The Oilers season series, it was 2-2. In the 2 games they lost, they had no Evander Kane, correct?
Yep.
They didn't have Matthias Ekholm yet.
Correct.
Vinny Desharnais hadn't jumped into the lineup yet.
Correct.
These teams are both very different on either side, but the Oilers weren't this Oilers team when they lost to LA. In fact, the Oilers and the LA team they're playing is actually very similar to the team they beat twice, right? Like those 2 matchups towards the end of the year mean more than what the other ones did, right? That's not like a homer take either.
No, I think now if those 2 games were in late January, early February, I don't think they would mean as much.
Yep.
But they're coming down the stretch. They were 2 very important games for the Oilers' push to win the Pacific, which obviously didn't happen, but also a push to finish second in the division, which those 2 wins helped elevate them above the LA Kings. So, yeah, 100%. Like 2 points is 2 points if you get them in January or October, whatever it is. But at that time and that moment, the Oilers overcame everything and beat a very good LA Kings team, who are also at that point have been winning a shit ton of games too.
Yeah,
so
they were hot. The Oilers
really
started
hot.
this slump. I like that point.
Yeah, and so from this point on, I think the Kings and the Oilers will both look at clips from those games rather than the ones that happened in, December, November, whatever it was. So, yeah, I think very critical. Very critical.
100%. Someone asked where we are. We are live at Sherwood Ford. Our friends at Sherwood Ford, the Giant. It's the Sherwood Ford Giant game day, and one unlike we've ever done. It's our first time being on location here, but I like it. The music in the background, good touch. The Wi-Fi, borderline better than the Wi-Fi at our office. It's working. We're making it work.
It's very comfortable here too.
Yeah.
It's a good atmosphere at Sherwood
Ford. The chairs
Ford.
are nice.
Good coffee.
Yeah,
great coffee. Yeah.
And when you pick Sherwood Ford as your dealership, they have it's called Sherbucks coffee. You can just go make one every time you pop in.
Yeah,
great.
I might go grab one in a second. when Jay comes.
Yeah, where's
Papa.
Jay? We have a spot for Jay. He'll be here at some point.
A lot of people have been asking us to shout this out, and we're not forgetting about her. But Kennedy made a great hype video today.
Yes.
Fantastic hype video. She always does.
When we're done this show here, head over to our Twitter and go give the hype video a watch. It's up on our Instagram as well. Kennedy absolutely killed it. A lot of Oilers fans have made videos, and it's a talented fan base.
It truly is. It's very funny to see how many kind of come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All very good.
But yeah, we're bringing the Sports Closet studio on the road. Get geared up. I got a nice, fresh, royal blue Ryan Nugent-Hopkins jersey ready to go for the playoff run. Liam and my friends at Sports Closet, they hooked me up. I love it.
I gotta throw this out there into the atmosphere, Tyler. You know I'm a little superstitious. So tonight I will be wearing my Leon Draisaitl 2017 Edmonton Oilers jersey, for the reason being Oilersnation Germany. I wore that jersey when they took me to the game to meet Devon Score, and every time I've worn it since, the Oilers have won. So tonight is the night. I'm gonna put that jersey back on and get some good vibes going, because I have had bad experiences with jerseys in the past, but not anymore. The curse is gone.
Yeah, a lot of people loving the Kennedy video. Duke said, "Common Kennedy W." We also had someone up in here. It was Johnny DePunk, either setting an alarm or pulling an all-nighter. It's a 3 a.m. start for me. Yes, I love that commitment. Frog Prince, can't wait to see how Skinner does. He had one setback during the season. He was steady. Or one setting during the season, it was steady. Maybe he has a playoff form and he runs through the playoffs with a GAA around 2.24. We talked about Korpisalo's numbers against the Oilers. How about Skinner's numbers against the Kings this year? He got yanked in a game and still finished the year with a .950 save percentage and a .178 in this head-to-head matchup. It's interesting.
Yeah, he bounced back. And you look at the time, too, the one where he got yanked, wasn't it the game before his wife had to go back and get pregnant,
It was right around that time.
It was right
Campbell took over for a month. And
Oh, yeah, because we were in Vegas and he wasn't there for it. We had Cal Pickard. Anyway, I wonder if that was kind of playing in his head a little bit, stuff's going on at home, and, you can be in the moment.
And then he was an all-star for the first time.
Yeah,
he didn't really get an all-star break. Yeah.
Lots going on. But now it seems like he is he's refreshed and ready to go, and we've got a legit number one. And you know what they say? Apparently you need a homegrown goaltender to win the Stanley Cup.
You do. Go back to the list.
Yeah. Colorado didn't do it.
Colorado was kind of the anomaly, but Tampa, Vasilevsky, Chicago those years, Niemi, Crawford.
Yeah. The Kings of Quick.
Kings with Jonathan Quick are in that mix as well. The Blues with a young rookie, Jordan Binnington, as well. Go down the line. You need a homegrown goalie to win the Stanley Cup. The Oilers look like they have one in Stuart Skinner. Some other kind of head-to-head notes I threw together ahead of this game tonight. I said they split the season series. The Oilers' top 5 scorers in those games between them and the LA Kings, though. Like I said, it wasn't the McDavid and Draisaitl show. The Oilers scored 9 goals on the LA Kings this year. They got them from 8 different goal scorers. No Oiler averaged more than a point per game in those 4 games against the LA. Last year, it was, and we'll get a look at the numbers here. Draisaitl had 4 points, McDavid had 3, Bouchard had 3, and then it was a handful of guys with 2. Yamo, Nurse, Nuge was in that mix as well. Last year in the playoffs, it was McDavid and Draisaitl. McDavid, 2 points a game in that first round series. The big goal at the end. He was everything for this Oilers team. Draisaitl, by the end of it, was still producing, playing on one leg. This Oilers team, again, showed they can beat LA with depth scoring and good defense. This is not the same Oilers team that played the Kings last year. Granted, not the same Kings team that played this Oilers team last year. They have made some big changes over the last 12 months since these two last met in the playoffs. Aaron, I don't put you on the spot, but I think we have the board that outlines their additions and subtractions since that Game 7 loss. A couple of them injury-related. Drew Doughty, Victor Arvidsson. Those are 2 guys the Kings didn't have in that series last year who are ready to go and are in the lineup this year. They did things like swapped Brendan Lemieux for Zach McEwen. They added Vlad Gavrikov. They upgraded the goaltending with both Phoenix Copley and Jonas Korpisalo playing really, really well. This is a team that's better than they were last year. This is not a team that's still better than the Oilers, but still they're improved.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that's a good shout out to them, because they went out this summer too and they made some big moves, and like the Kevin Fiala thing, which is looking unsure if he'll be playing tonight, but the deadline acquisitions of Gavrikov and Korpisalo, like the LA Kings went out and they they made attempts to go and make this roster better.
Yep.
And it truly has. And I know the Kings have kind of had this little thing about them the last few years, where they kind of just building within and going about. But credit to, is it Rob Blake is their GM, right?
Yeah.
And what's the other guy's name? The legend there, not Lamorello.
Dean Lombardi?
That guy. No, it was not Dean.
He's not there.
I can't remember his name.
Luke Robitaille.
Robitaille, yes.
We got there.
Yeah, shout out Luke Robitaille. They've done a really good job of building this team up and getting them back to where, frankly, the LA Kings should be in this era now, and kept some good guys around in Drew Doughty and Kopitar who have that savviness about them and have been there and done it. But yeah, good team. We shouldn't underestimate them, and I don't think we have on this show, but you can see the additions they've had here too. Like, even having Doughty back this playoffs run is going to be big for them. Even if his on-ice play isn't as great as it used to be, he's still Drew Doughty. He knows how to play the mind games and get guys going and everything. So it'll be interesting. I'm really excited.
We have a couple of things we're doing. One, we're rocking these tees today. I got the white and orange Oil Up Nation Gear tee. You got black and blue.
I got black and blue.
Turn around, show the back.
Oh, hopefully my pants are up. There you go.
Very good, Liam. Do you want one of these? You can head to nationgear.ca, scoop one up now, or we are going to be giving one away on every game day throughout the playoff run this year. Here's how you can win. Head to the YouTube chat right now. Drop in your Sherwood Ford giant key to victory for tonight for the Oilers. We'll take a handful of the ones that we like. We'll put them in a draw. We'll do the draw live on the show. Boom. We'll give away a piece of Nation Gear today.
Let's do it. I think it's awesome. Everyone in this chat has made this show fantastic throughout the season, so it's great that we're able to give them back. 391 people watching right now at Sherwood Ford. We are at Sherwood Ford, and we'll also give away the Mustang. No.
That is not a legal claim. That will not hold up. You can show it to whatever you want. That's not. But anyways, hop in the YouTube chat. Drop in your Sherwood Ford giant key to victory for Oilers Kings tonight, and you could win a piece of Nation Gear. We'll do that draw in a second. Also, excited to say, the day after every Oilers game here on the show, Sean Bell is going to be back. After game 1, he'll be here. After game 2, he'll be here. Bellsy, our former NHLer, going to hop in as an analyst for the entire Oilers playoff run. He'll be co-hosting the show with us.
I'm really excited to have Bellsy on the show with us. Obviously, the experience of being a professional hockey player and being a first-round pick, wasn't he, back in his day? And when we had him on the show the other day, I think both of us came away and were like, that was awesome. So it's good that we're able to get him back, and it's good that he agreed to come back, to be honest. So it's good, and I think everyone else in the chat really enjoyed him too. So get used to having Bellsy around, because he's with us for the long haul.
Yep. All right, let's get through some of these keys to victory. Tyler Mulick is wondering if he can pick up his piece of Nation Gear yet. I don't know if you got an email, Tyler, but I'll DM you a little bit after this. His key to victory, special teams battle. Pranesky says, stay out of the box. So Baked 7, okay, says key to victory is Skinner, baby, hashtag oil up. Damien says, play with urgency. I like that. Don't go into this game looking to feel anything out. Jump right into it.
Yeah.
You dictate the pace. That's what that key to victory says to me.
I think last season, if I remember rightly, the Oilers kind of did that and then fell down. Was it 2-0 after the first period? Or 2-1, I think. I know Trevor Moore got the first goal. So, yeah, I think to start this game, you've got to come out and you've got to be the best team on the ice for the first 10 minutes, and then let the Kings be the ones to feel things out.
Chris Walkling, his giant key to victory was having all 4 lines contributing. I think that is incredibly important as well. Scott Aroni, key to the game, play as a unit, play together. Play together. I like that one as well. You'll go into the draw. A couple more here we got time to pick out. FIFA Las Vegas, key to victory, score awesome. First and often. You know, we didn't get that last year. Look who's here. Saw me skulking in the back there. Were you cruising in the background for a little bit?
Yeah, I was just
get up. You got the Ekholm jersey ready to go?
I was just randomly shopping for a beautiful Ford vehicle, and I saw that there was a show to jump on.
Fair enough. We are just going through giving away a piece of Nation Gear.
Let's go.
Whoever drops in their keys to victory. What's your giant key to victory tonight, Jay?
Oh, man, we got to bring the intensity. You know LA is going to show up. You know they're going to smother us defensively or try to shut us down as best we can. We have to bring the highest of intensities and physicality, and then just let Leon and Connor just go absolutely supernova tonight, because it's playoffs, baby.
Yep. Johnny D says, win the battles and take care of our own end. throw a hit or take a hit first shift. I
all
like
the
that.
hits.
Get engaged physically.
Connor's going to lead the way. He's probably going to just absolutely level someone on the first shift.
I think I remember that from last year. Like, he didn't level someone, but he came out and he laid like a big
It was
hit,
game
right?
7, I think.
Was it game
Jersey,
7?
when
Oh,
he
that's right. It
sampled
was
And then
game
proceeded
7.
to then score.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's
Big
Captain
game.
Connor. He's in full effect.
All right, we are live at Sherwood Ford the Giant. We are giving away one of the Oil Up Nation Gear tees. I got 6 names in the draw. I got a spinning wheel in
I
front
see
of
the
me.
wheel.
Yeah, it's a real wheel. You can kind of hear it a little bit
real
too.
wheel?
Christopher Palmer is our winner today. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to email Tyler at Oilersnation.com. Say, I'm Christopher Palmer, and I'm the winner, and we will forward your info off. So shoot me an email, Christopher, Tyler at Oilersnation.com. Say you are the winner for submitting your Sherwood Ford Giant Keys to Victory. You're getting a nice Nation Gear playoff.
In your submission, also remind Tyler that he needs to eat some cat food here
Yes,
at some point.
I know. We'll get that done this week, too.
All right.
I'm just trying to figure out how we do that.
This week. We should do it next week.
You
Because
get
there's
a
a
tin of
2-day
cat
gap
food, you put it
between
right
games.
here, and then you eat it.
At Sherwood Ford.
At Sherwood Ford, I need to eat it, too. Yeah. Oilers Kings tonight. We're bringing the Sports Closet studio on the road live at Sherwood Ford the Giant. We're going to be doing more of this. The Wi-Fi here is very good. So we might just make this the permanent spot.
Oh, wow.
This is great for me.
Wait,
yeah, you're like 5 minutes down
this
the road.
was today got a little flipped upside down. I had to take my daughter for a last-minute doctor's appointment, and then I had to rush out here. So I made it on
Nation
time,
Bronco.
too. I said 12:30.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got here at 12:30. I was shocked.
Let's go through our Sherwood Ford Giant lineup report for tonight because there is some news that we need to touch on when it comes to this.
Ooh.
The forward group for the LA Kings, top line, Anzi Kopitar, Quinton Byfield, and Adrian Kempe. The second line, Philippe Deneau with Victor Arvidsson and Trevor Moore. Deneau Moore were a good duo for the Kings last year in this playoff series. Now that they have Arvidsson, that is a line you need to watch. Blake Lizotte with Arthur Kaliev and Alex Iafallo. Rasmus Kapari with Jared Anderson-Dolan and Carl Grunstrom. There are 2 names I did not say. Kevin Fiala and Gabe Vilardi. Gabe Vilardi not going to play tonight. Kevin Fiala, according to John Rosen, is doubtful for the series.
Ooh.
He hasn't even
That
started.
stings. That's scoring.
He hasn't even started skating yet from his injury. I believe it said he's doubtful for the series. He is their leading scorer, and they won't have him.
And they need offense against us.
Mega loss. This Kings team struggles to score with him out of the lineup, point blank.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I was just looking at the lineup, figuring it out there. But where Byfield would probably drop down, right, if Fiala was in the lineup?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out. But yeah, that second line is huge. Like Trevor Moore last year, it felt like he was just the Oilers killer. But
Yep.
Oh, he was
remember,
everywhere.
Trevor Moore was traded for Jack Campbell. That was the trade.
You're right.
Potential Trevor Moore revenge game in this.
Or
On Jack Campbell.
or Jack Campbell just revenge from the bench game.
Yeah. His presence.
Maybe he knows something. Maybe he knows a chirp to set him off.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
that's
got
the
it.
thing. Like, Jack, you got a role to do, buddy. Get in Moore's head.
The D pairings for the LA Kings, Mikey Anderson with Drew Doughty. Did you hear Doughty's comments?
Oh, God.
I'm going to
No.
assume that's a no. Drew Doughty speaking to the media today said, let me just make sure I get it right here. If we get a chance to smack him, we're going to try do that. And that's on McDavid after his hit on Anderson.
You can't hit what you can't see there, Drew.
Good
Yes,
point.
Sasquatch.
Mikey Anderson with Drew Doughty, Vlad Gavrikov with Matt Roy, and Alex Edler with Sean Dursey. So it sounds like Sean Walker is going to be the piece coming out of the Kings lineup on the blue line. Those are 3 solid pairings, each one with a different pain in the ass on them. That's a key to victory from the Kings' perspective is those 6 guys playing at their best because they're going to have to be.
Yeah, be annoying. They're going to be annoying. But we can handle the annoying. We got the meats, man.
We can be annoying.
Oh, we can be super annoying now. I
We
love
were
it.
talking about that, yeah. The Oilers got some pricks in this roster, and that's important.
We spicy.
Davin says Kane needs to take out more. Moore always scores on us. Yeah, he is. He's been good against the Oilers. Daniel says Deneau is a pest for us. We got to get to him first. Listen, I don't think the Oilers need to play that kind of a game. I think the Oilers just got to go out there and be the Oilers.
Yeah.
Well, just like we can play that low scoring game. We proved in the last 2 regular season games. So like whatever they want to throw at us, we've got the counter punch.
Yep.
But once again, we have like those games did not have playoff Leon or playoff Connor. This is a real thing. They are real things that happen and go off in the playoffs. And I don't care who your defense are, they are going to be buzzing.
Rusty says, I hate this LA team with the intensity of a billion white-hot burning suns. I like that passion, Rusty. Let's get to the Oilers lineup tonight. They are expected to go 12-6 this evening, starting with a top line that is Connor McDavid, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Zach Hyman. The second line is Draisaitl, Yamamoto, and Evander Kane. Nick Bukestad with Matthias Janmark and Klim Kostin is your third line. Ryan McLeod with Derek Ryan and Warren Fogle on the fourth line. I like that bottom six. I think that is a bottom six that can be very effective.
And Devon Shore is in the tunnel, keeping everyone loose.
The 13th man.
Yes.
That's it. I think going 12-6 is the right call.
Really?
Yeah, I think so too.
On home ice, you have the advantage of getting guys away from who you don't want to play with. Obviously, sometimes it's just going to happen, but on the road, I think when you can go 11-7, you just give yourself more of an advantage to go there. So, and the thing is too, like, if someone's not clicking them, Woodcroft's just not going to play them, and they'll just rotate, make David and Draisaitl through anyway. And plus the 7, do you need Philip Broberg out there? I don't know if you do for this
and
series.
listen, if you wanted to go and throw McDavid out there with different guys for random shifts, you can do that when you have 12 forwards, right? Like if there's one guy in that bottom six who isn't moving, it's very easy to just staple them to the bench and rotate an extra forward in the bottom six. Like you have that ability. Guys have played with each other enough to this point that I'm not worried about like a lack of chemistry or anything. Anything will work. It's the playoffs.
I was just going to say last year they went 11-7 against the Kings, I think, right? But the difference wasn't it Chris Russell the 7th defenseman?
Yeah, they would.
So at least he had like the PK specialty to him a little bit.
He could go play 3.5 minutes on the PK and get someone a
30
break.
shots.
Yeah, like Broberg just isn't going to bring that to the game right now.
Yep. Quan just said Woodcroft versus McClellan. Sure, that's certainly a storyline. We saw it last year. Woodcroft got the better of him. The D pairings for the Oilers: Nurse with CC, Ekholm with Bouchard, Kulak with Desharnais. You're wearing an Ekholm jersey, so I might know your answer.
Oh boy!
But who are you more excited to see play playoff hockey, Ekholm or Desharnais? I'm kind of excited to see what Vinny does in this playoff run. Like Ekholm, we know he's going to be great.
Then it shouldn't even be a question. We know, like, we're all excited to see Ekholm in the playoffs. But yes, I am interested to see what playoff Vinny looks like, because he is a man amongst boys and he can clean house. And a lot of these forwards are kind of tiny aside from a few. So this could be the Vinny Darnay show. This is where you could like take that next level, because he just looks like this. He's designed for playoffs. I think
he is.
I think we'll see him get his first career goal.
Vinny playoff goal.
Yeah, Vinny playoff goal. But you know what he needs to do? He needs to get back in his office. Vinny needs to get back in his office at the top right.
From there, though.
No, but he's got to start getting some pucks to the net.
Yeah, he started off like he was getting everything through. But he's actually had a couple good scoring chances as of late, too.
It's true. Yeah. Didn't he have one the other day where he just missed the net by a mile?
He's getting excited, right? Like, getting your first NHL goal, that must be nerve-wracking.
Poppy says playoff Vinny is going to be a beast in front of the net. Tobe LaRousse says go big or go Ekholm. I like that one. I like that one. Some people talking about betting. We can get into that in just a second as well. But yeah, it's real fired up in the chat. I'm absolutely loving it. Let's talk about some betting, courtesy of our friends at Betway. Aaron, hit the button. What do we think of the nice new look of our show as well?
It looks futuristic. I like it.
Yeah.
Whoever designed that, well done.
Shout out to Kennedy and Aaron.
Oh, Kennedy's on fire this week.
I was going to say, did you see the video?
Oh, my God. I watched 400 times. I tweeted, I said, there's not one brick wall that is safe in this city after watching that video.
Shout out to our friends at Betway 19+. Please play responsibly. The Oilers, Jay, I know this will drive you crazy. They are massive favorites in the hockey game. -200 on the money line.
I just don't like, because it's a playoff series, right? Like, it should not be that massive. Nothing should never be. The books just respect the Oilers too much.
The Bruins are also big favorites tonight, a little bit bigger than the Oilers. Betway actually has the Oilers at -188 on the money line. If you like the Oilers on the puck line, +125. Oilers at -118 in regulation. I'm throwing a 2 units on that.
Yeah, that's
I like that.
That's juicy enough, because you know what, it's playoffs, so it's not about chasing the dragon right now. It's about getting W's, even though I did kind of get a bit of a juicy bet. But
so we've reset the standings on our game day big bets. Brought to our friends at Betway. Yeah,
regular season champ.
Season
hanging a banner in his office.
But let's take a look at what we got tonight. Interesting. I am going Oilers money line. Draisaitl 2+ points at +200. Draisaitl's been great against the LA Kings.
That's a good bet, actually.
3 points in the last regular season game.
That's a really good bet.
And it's paying out, courtesy of our friends at Betway, plus 200. So I'm getting it at a nice 2-to-1 price tag. Oilers win, Draisaitl 2+ points. Liam, you're riding with me.
I am. I originally just had Draisaitl 2+ points because that was just my staple last playoffs.
Yep.
But throwing the Oilers win on that too, plus 200 was too good to pass.
That's the home opener. They're going to be buzzing.
You got to get going.
They have lost 6 straight series openers. That changes tonight.
I think so too. I think we all feel it.
Yep.
There's something special. There's something special. I feel in the air. I see it in the team chemistry and how they look and practice and react with one another. Like, I'm just feeling it. So anyways, I went, based on the last 2 games, I know regular season, I went Oilers in the under 6.5. And that paid 2.85, which, is juicy enough for me in the playoffs.
Yep.
I'll only go ham when we're in LA. I'll go ham on a lot of goal scores.
Fair. There you go. 3 people picking the Oilers to win tonight on an Oilers show.
As we should.
Stunning. Shout out to Betway 19+. Please play responsibly. A lot of you talking about the watch parties down in the Arena District. Oilers have a couple of them going. It'll be bumping, but the spot you'll want to be when it comes to road games is Greta. That's where our Nation road parties are this year. Friday, Oilers in LA. Boom. The Nation and crew will be at Greta. Sunday, we're back at Greta. Those parties are going to be bumping.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be good. Already seen a lot of people interested in coming, which is great to see. Also, great venue. In the intermissions, play a little Mario Kart, throw a football, play a little air hockey, have a few drinks. Great place to partner up with.
We could very well fill that place up so when it gets to game day, road game day, gretabar.com is where you want to go to make your reservation. You're going to want to make a reservation.
Going to want to do it.
It's raining outside.
Right now?
Yeah, look at the vehicles.
But it still looks sunny.
It's a sun shower. It's a sign.
Do love a good sun shower.
Over 400 people watching right now.
Ooh, we are buzzing.
425.
You know what? I was out on the streets at like 8 a.m. and people are walking their dogs in Oilers jerseys. Go pick up a coffee. Baristas are wearing jerseys, and they're also talking about like, are you going to games or were you watching the game tonight? The buzz, it's building.
Sorry, I did misspeak. The Oilers did beat the Ducks in Game 1 of the 2017 playoff run, so it's only been 3 straight Game 1 losses.
In on the road.
Yeah,
that was on the road though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
lost to Chicago and Winnipeg.
Yeah,
so it's been 5.
Oh yeah, Chicago and Winnipeg. We
did have other playoff runs.
We did have those series. Yeah, sorry, those were the ones I was counting, not the 2017. Those 2 series. So there you go. I was right, just not in the right way. Anyways, Oilers and Kings tonight, 8:00 puck drop. You going? You gonna be in attendance?
I'm going to be there. I am. It's so hard to get any work done on a playoff game day. How do you stay focused?
I have a funny feeling that's why a lot of people are watching this show right now.
Good on you. I've been watching the hype video like on repeat.
Yeah.
And then now I'm part of creating some content about the game, which is good. And then I'm going to go and do more other distracting things.
We got a new episode of the Real Life podcast dropping.
Got to go do Real Life. I'm getting nothing done today.
I got After Dark tonight too. So you're going to get a whole lot of us 3 today.
After Dark will be buzzing tonight.
Yes, you're going to want to set a reminder for that or hit like on our YouTube, subscribe on our YouTube so you get the notification when we go live tonight. Connor Halley, Liam, Gavin's going to be around as well for Oilers Nation After Dark this evening. Christopher Palmer, who won our Piece of Nation gear, he says Oilers jerseys all over Calgary today, which you love to see.
Ooh.
Hit up Greta and Calgary. That would be a good spot to watch the game.
You guys went there last year, right? And sold out the Greta bar.
That was earlier this year.
It was like a stunt we pulled, and we didn't know what was going to happen, and we had Greta packed at noon.
I told my girlfriend's sister's boyfriend to go, husband, sorry. And I said, yeah, just go down, go out an hour or so before. It'll get busy. And he said he got there, and he was like, nowhere to park. Because I tried to get in the building, I just couldn't get in.
Had to turn around and go home. Ryan says he should be studying for finals. No, you shouldn't. You should be watching this show, and you should be hitting the like button.
They should be canceling your finals, to be honest.
They should. We have almost 450 people watching, but only 155 likes. Hammer that like button if you're watching along on the Oilers Nation YouTube. It's a Sherwood Ford Giant game day, a Sherwood Ford Giant playoff game day of the show. Should we wrap up with a little bit of score predictions here for the show?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to go 4-1 Oilers.
4-1 Oilers.
Yeah. To go with Jay's under.
I like that.
I was thinking that, but I can't copy you, so I'm going to do 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
So another low scoring one. I think it'll be a little bit more high scoring. I think this Oilers offense is going to come out hard tonight. I'm going to say 2 points from McDavid, 2 points from Draisaitl, and then some depth comes through, and the Oilers win this game 5-2. 5-2 is my score prediction.
Who gets the first goal? I say Yamo. I think Yamo will get it.
I like that pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a defenseman. I'm gonna go Nurse.
VD. Vincent Deane first goal. That would be electric.
If you can find that bet, I'd be juicy.
I'm gonna go Warren Fogle. I'll go off the board as well.
Yeah, why not?
Goal.
You know what? He's put in an effort now.
Yeah, he's been playing really, really well. A lot of 4-2 predictions in the chat. CD Locals says almost 11K subs. Yes, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, hit the button as well. We're gonna be live every game day, every other day. We're gonna be live a lot over the next.
We're almost at 200 likes too. So if you're in there, just drop it. It's free. You can like the video
Likes
for
are free.
free.
Smiles are free too.
Mhm.
True. You get a lot of smiles.
Kerry
this show.
McGowan, 8:20 start time, brutal. I don't mind it in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Really get like more hours to build up the hype and all that.
Well, the reality is, like, I should try to, I would love to try to mix in a nap between now and start time. But the reality is, I'm too amped up that I'm not going to be. So I'm just going to pay for this tomorrow.
Tomorrow on the show, Sean Bell's going to be stopping by to break things down. We'll have our 3 big things for our friends at Betway as well. But it is game 1 of the Stanley Cup Playoffs. What other series intrigues you the most outside of this one?
Oh, I don't care.
Fair.
Who's Colorado playing?
Seattle.
Oh, actually, Vegas, Winnipeg
That's my
intrigues me.
answer. Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one. It happens on the opposite days
And also
of this
Tampa,
series.
Toronto intrigues me.
Tampa, Toronto gets going
Cheer for
tomorrow.
chaos.
Tampa's the underdogs in that series on Betway. Intrigued by it.
They technically should be.
They should be.
But yeah, no, it's that's just interesting to see. Do they have the mental fortitude to push through this year?
Another one is the Rangers are the underdogs in their series too. I think he's only like plus 120, so it's pretty close.
That's an interesting series because like New Jersey brings the speed,
yes,
but they also are young.
they remind me of what Florida has kind of been the last few years. Maybe not last year, but like before that, Florida was like they're really, really good, but you get to the playoffs and what are you going to do? And they don't do a lot.
Like this is where Kreider, Zibanejad, Panarin, Kane, all these vets are Tarasenko. Yeah, like
So
cup
many.
winners are going to activate.
100%. What do we got here? Scott Aroni, 14 more likes to 200. Yes, hammer the like button before we wrap things up here. Tyler Mulick said, are we still doing shirts off for Horkoff? And Lance said, show skin for Skinner.
Yeah, what's the new shirts off for Horkoff? Yeah,
We'll come
skin
up with
for
something.
Skinner. That works. What can you do for Ekholm? You can do the go home one, but
Go big or go Ekholm. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
Someone
one.
asked why we're in a garage. We're not in a garage. We're out at Sherwood Ford.
We're in the
Hanging out at
showroom.
Sherwood Ford, the Giant. Because it's the Sherwood Ford Giant Game Day edition of the show. If you haven't gotten geared up for the playoffs yet,
there's a beautiful
Sports Closet.
F-150 Tremor right here.
Yeah, they can't see that. They can only see the Mustang and the Bronco.
Oh, I love that Bronco.
That Bronco's sharp.
Yeah, it is sharp.
What's the one?
There's also a sports closet not that far from us, correct, Liam?
Yeah, Sherwood Park Mall,
Mhm.
just up there and then left and then right again.
St. Albert Mall, Kingsway Mall as well. Thanks to everyone who tuned in today. This was a very fun show. Bag to Milk said, we bone for Ekholm.
I also said nude for Nuge.
I don't hate that one either, BM.
Yeah, nude for Nuge is nice. It's also like cute too, which the Nuge is.
Yeah.
And fierce.
I'm excited to see.
Playoff
Liam was
Nuge.
asking me for like little things I'm excited for. A fired up Nuge at some point. Yes.
Oh, playoff
That'll be
Nuge.
good.
We'll
Playoff
get a
Nuge.
Nuge game. We'll get a Nuge
If
game.
he fought Deneau.
Oh,
Hang
boy.
the banner tomorrow if he fights Nuge or if he fights Dano tonight.
Yeah, the only active person to have a jersey retirement gets to change his number too.
He can't wear it anymore. There's like the pre and post.
If the
Dano
Nuge wasn't
jersey.
93, what number would you want to be?
39, flip it around.
W8.
W8.
Let's go.
We're 6
I don't
away
know.
from 200 likes. I'm very tempted to just hang out here until we hit that 200 like mark.
I
Can you
know.
like it?
I liked it. I
You
liked
liked
it
it
from
already
the
then?
ON one and my personal account.
Scott Aroni is going to will this thing to the finish line. He is doing a countdown in the chat. We are almost at 200 likes. We'll hit that, and then we will cruise into the rest of our game day. What's the BPP today? Do the nerves hurt your BPP when you're at the game? Beers per period.
Man, I'm thinking I might, and this could sound disappointing. I'm probably gonna keep it to a 1.
Keep it tight.
Like, I know it's playoffs,
but it's only game one.
it's
Yeah.
also
it's only game
Monday.
one. It's and you know, we're gonna be in LA for the weekend games, and that one's gonna be my average for the series will be 2.
Okay.
My average for the series will be
You'll
2.
eventually get there.
My BP, what is it? BP.
Beers per period.
Yeah, or bananas per
But I was
period.
gonna say mine's a bananas per period. I bought 12 bananas yesterday at the store. And I am ready for game one. I'm ready to go.
Do you ever like put peanut butter on your banana?
I have no time, Jay. I just grab it and I just
Oh
go.
man, I love peanut butter banana. Anything.
I'd have to pre-spread.
Do you pre-peel them for the game and then just like
I think
grab
this-
them off the table, holster them?
I think
Yeah.
the spread is kind of part of it. The peel, sorry. It's like the take out the anxiety. Yeah.
So do we want you? Is you eating bananas a good thing then?
No, it can be because it means the Oilers could be winning, and I'm like,
It's like
okay,
a 2-1 game.
yeah,
and
I'm
it's
like
tight.
stressing, and
Okay.
the LA series was the one I ate the most bananas in last season.
All
I
right.
think it's where the bananas was born.
It was, yeah.
Landon with a good one. Your BPP should equal what game it is.
Wow, game 7.
You won't
There'll
remember.
be a lot of busy hospitals.
Drink responsibly.
Yes.
The BVPs will be nice and high when we're out at Greta for the away games as well. Tonight, though, home game. Oilers, Kings, game 1, 8:20, puck drop. The series starts tonight. As we've done this show, I've gotten more and more hyped and like a little nervous.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
Playoff jitters.
Oh, and I'm gonna go a little bit early because I just want to be part of the energy. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like I can
You wanna be
go
down.
like just dead to the world, and it's just gonna give me the air I need.
Shout out to Ken, who's tuning in from the Netherlands as
That's-
well.
yeah.
Got a couple of Aussies in the
bedankt.
chat as well. So we are ready to go. Everyone enjoy the game tonight. Have fun. Be responsible. And get ready to cheer on an Oilers dub. Thanks for tuning in to Oilers Nation Everyday, live from Sherwood Ford, the Giant. Back tomorrow to break it all down. Enjoy game 1.